Let's bring in the moderator of the Granite State Debates, WMUR Political Director Adam Sexton. So Adam, here we go yet again. And this race, we're going to begin with some breaking news in it. You just put it out moments ago in the form of a key endorsement in this race.
Governor Chris Sununu is finally weighing in on this U.S. Senate Republican primary, and he is throwing his support behind Senator Chuck Morse. There were really only ever two options probably for Governor Sununu in this race between Senator Morse and Kevin Smith, the former town manager of Londonderry. Two guys, both good relationships with the governor. In this case, Senator Morse has shown a bit more in the polls, and it looks like he's the one who more sort of establishment or centrist Republicans are getting behind. And so that is where Governor Sununu is putting his chips into the middle of the table on. It'll be interesting. There's not a lot of time left, Steve.
Right.
So, you know, this is going to be a real test of the governor's endorsement, and also whether or not it can really get traction. Can there be an ad? Can there be something? And I'm sure we're going to hear from Senator Morse tonight on this stage about that endorsement a lot, but does it have time to sink in is the question.
And our state primary for this Senate race is really one of the last in the nation. When you're looking at the makeup of the U.S. Senate primary calendar, we're pretty much it.
Right. First in the nation presidential primary, pretty much last in the nation state primary. And, you know, there's been a lot of hand-wringing over this in Concord at the State House, the political insiders. But one of the most interesting impacts of this is as the Republican map has shifted in the United States for the U.S. Senate, you've had a race in Pennsylvania where Dr. Oz there doesn't look like he's going to have the same kind of oomph against John Fetterman that he would have a few months ago. You're seeing some Republican money come off the sidelines, if you will, that was lined up for Dr. Oz and is looking like maybe it'll get behind a candidate here in New Hampshire. The question is, which candidate will it be? And we know there's a front runner in the polls here. It's General Don Bolduc, and the establishment is cool on him, to say the least.
Yeah, and Adam, with the 30 seconds or so we have left, there is now a clear front runner heading into tonight.
Right. And what the candidates will have to do here tonight, you'll see General Don Bolduc, who is kind of this conservative fighter. He has such a big lead in the polls. He can kind of maybe hang back and play the role of statesman a little bit. He wants to look electable. He wants to look like someone who can take on Maggie Hassan in the fall. But these other candidates, at this point in the race, they've got to swing for the fences and try to move ahead of him tonight. Senator Chuck Morse, State Senate President, will have a piece of ammunition in his belt tonight saying, Governor Sununu has my back.